Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
Good morning, everybody. This is January 19th, the Hawkeye session for Auvoria Prime. This is Tuesday, January 19th, and trading the foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before deciding to trade on the foreign exchange, you should carefully consider your investment objective, level of experience, and risk appetite. The possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment, and therefore you should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. You should be aware of all the risks associated with foreign exchange trading and seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. This is a live trading room. It is for educational purposes only. No financial advice or recommendations will be provided. Any trade taken during this live session is not a recommendation or a suggestion that you should also do the same. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Do not trade money that you cannot afford to lose. Before trading live, always operate with a written trade plan that identifies the rules for entries, exits, targets, and risk management. And with that, we will go to the chart. We have some interesting developments the last couple of days. We're actually getting some IRIS alerts. I'm not sure what all that means for us right now, but while we're waiting for trades to pop up on our Arrow alert system, we may have some discussion on the on wedges and things like that. But right now, we did get for those of you who, is there anybody in the room that still has IRIS? I know a lot of people have stopped using it. If anybody still has it in the room, we can show you a chart. If not, we'll just quietly sit here and wait for the next Arrow alert, and we'll just keep playing it with that. Or if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat box, and we will address those questions. It can be anything with technical analysis. It could be just how to work with the Arrow system, MT4 platform questions, anything that you may be having some trouble with. Just feel free to be able to check it out or ask us, and we'll see if we can get you the answer for it. We're going to be going from 7:30 this morning till 9 o'clock this morning. And then Dante will probably take over. I believe he comes in at 9 o'clock, so we'll get booted out of here if we're not out by then. And then he goes on from 9 o'clock till 12. So with that, we'll just keep waiting for the next alert to come up, and we'll wait for any questions. And we just got an Arrow alert. That's on the U.S.
That's the S&P.
Yeah, the S&P. We're not going to trade the S&P. I'll show it while we're here, but I'm not going to trade it. Let's see what we have here for the S&P. Some people like to trade it. We were asked not to take the trades live, but we'll show the charts, and just if you do want to take it, that's up to you. And the first thing I can see with this, you can see that you're looking at, we have a lot of green bars, few red bars. I'll zoom out a little bit to see how many green bars we have and how many red bars. So basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4 red bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green bars. So, and you can see it's in a very, very tight range. There's no way we're going to be able to get, with the S&P, we're looking on a 5-minute chart, and we're looking for a $5 target, $10 stop. And so right now there's no trade on this one. You can just see that just is a very, very tight range. We have to wait for it to break out of this range for a little bit before we can take the trade. Quiet morning this morning.
Well, it is right now. We've got another minute before the quarter hour. I wonder if anything will pop up.
Yeah, we may get something then.
I'm just actually going through and looking at them just to see what they did overnight.
Because look, we had an IRIS. We're starting to get some IRIS alerts, and there was one at 7:15. There's it's a very tight, relatively tight range, so it's not even worth having any major discussion on it.
Yeah.
And besides, I don't think anybody else in the room's been IRIS, so there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Speaking of which, there we go. As you said, on the minute, Aussie CAD. We're looking at an Aussie CAD.
CAD and a Euro Swiss.
I'll tell you, why don't you take a look at the Euro Swiss? I'll take a look at the Aussie CAD. We'll see if there's anything that
Okay. Sounds
is
good.
tradable. Aussie CAD, Aussie CAD. This one right here. Well, that might be a possibility. Well, let's see. It was an Aussie CAD to go long with a buy. We're going to zoom out and see how many looks like we have red bars up, more red up above, less green down below. So basically it's in a downtrend. And we have an up for a buy. That would immediately pretty much disqualify it from the basic strategy of trading in the direction of the trend. Let's go scale out a little bit and see if we can see what it looks like in a little bit different time frame. We can see that we're looking at a zone. Let's say from right here. Right now, there's only 7 pips up to the red zone. We need 20 pips to make the trade worth our while to do it, even if it was in the right direction. 20 pips is going to be all the way up in this area right here. So this is a no trade. Again, we're looking at a lot of very tight ranges so far this week. Between the green zone, we have about 13 pips to the downside, about 8 pips to the upside. We need 20 for a target, 40 for a stop. This is a no trade. It just isn't enough range, right? It just hasn't been ranging enough. The total range from this pivot high to where the zone is, we're only looking at 29 pips total on this whole range. And the other one was the Euro Swiss.
The Euro Swiss is pretty much the same. It's in a downward trend, and it has less than 10 pips.
Okay. Let me go pull that up while we're...
Yeah, you might as well have a look at it.
Euro Swiss, that's going to be somewhere... Get this out of the way. Euro Swiss right here. And again, let's see if we can zoom out to see what the trend is. You can see lots of red above, a little bit of green below, so it's in a downtrend. We'll zoom back in again. And this is an up arrow. This has probably, looks like it has a little bit more range than what the other one did. Between yeah, from where we have a green arrow right over here, and the upside is we're looking about 5 pips to the upside, not enough room there. If it can break through this zone, we may have a shot at maybe another one. That's 21 pips, but we'd have to get through this zone first before we would do that. And this one, I'm seeing my template seems to be off on this. Let's see. When I said my template's off, I see where it says weak here, but I don't see any green bars. It says weak here, I don't see any green bars or red bars. I'm going to reload my template and make sure that everything's what it's supposed to be. You see how now if anybody doesn't know this, and I'm not sure if this is going to be fixed in the next edition or not, but we noticed that we had the week here with the green bars, with no green bars. If you look at your template, the indicator list, all you do is right click on the chart, pull up the indicator list. And over here you'll see I've got arrow 2 up above arrow. You should have both of these arrows. Arrow V2 and arrow. The arrow V2 has to be on top of where this arrow is. So basically you load this one first, the V2 first, and then you load the arrow second, and then it'll come up like that, like it's supposed to. Now you'll see you'll see the label. If you see the label without the zone next to it, you probably have those reversed. That's just something we found out the other day.
Morning, Christine.
Oh, good morning, Christine. Let's move you over.
Hey, morning, Matt.
Good morning, Matt. And we have Brian lurking in the background today. He's working from home today.
Good morning.
So he's
brilliant.
Easy.
Brian's incognito in the back.
Yeah. He's here, but he's quietly.
That's
Nice. Still teaching his class, but he's working from home today.
Oh, all the girls I ever loved before.
If the music gets too loud, let me know. I can turn it down.
Right now it's okay.
No, it's fine.
It's a Julio Iglesias song, is it not?
I think it's, who is that? Also, what's his name? The guy with the long braids, the old guy. Like really older man. Willie Nelson.
Willie
but
Nelson?
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He does do that. Willie does do that one. That's
He does a lot of, I love Willie Nelson.
He's getting pretty old.
I didn't mean to sound disrespectful. I was like,
Yeah, good old Willie.
He's had enough trouble in his life, too, poor man.
When we were in Colorado, we almost bought a house right across from his ranch.
oh,
That would have been interesting.
Yeah, he used to go down to he used to live up in Evergreen, Colorado, and he used to go down to the Little Bear Saloon, and he just have a guitar down there, and he just pop in there every now and then when he was in town.
That would be amazing. I would love that. Have him over for barbecue.
Yeah. I'll just keep this Euro Swiss chart up. We can just kind of watch it and see how it plays out while we're waiting around for another one.
I feel like I'm playing Name That Tune in my head. It's like, like, okay.
Joe Cocker, you are so beautiful.
Yeah. So funny. It's just making me laugh. A good laugh.
And once again, for all the folks that arrived late, feel free to type in the chat or the question and answer box if you have any questions, whether it's preferably trading related platform questions, strategy questions, things like that. Technical analysis questions. Until then, we're just sort of sitting back here, just relaxing, waking up in the morning, and just waiting for trades to come in.
Did you guys take the Euro Swiss, or it was too close to the red zone there?
It was too close to the red zone, and it was also going in the wrong direction. There's still a relatively strong down move. As you zoom out of this, when you zoom out of the chart, you'll see there's a lot more red on the top.
Oh.
So down moves is still in a relatively narrow range, and we've been seeing a lot of that this week, and I think that's just because of well, yesterday was a U.S. holiday. That was one factor, and although that one trade we had yesterday did work out fairly well for me, I did close out before the end of the day, profitable.
Which one was that, Al?
Let me see which one that was. See if I can. I think that was the. I have to look and see if I can find it. If I can find my chart here. It was the custom period.
Is that the Euro GBP?
It was I think it was Euro GP. Yep, the Euro GBP.
Yeah, there's,
It closed out with
That worked out nice.
yeah, that one worked out really well.
yeah.
I took that one as well.
I didn't wait for the full 20 pips on that because it was like noon, and the U.S. market, I found that the U.S. market was open from about 9:30 till noon yesterday. Then this shut down at noon for Martin Luther King holiday. So after when the U.S. market shut down and was still profitable, I just took it off and waited for today to take the next trade.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Let's see. It was a Euro
GBP.
JBP. Let's go take a look at that chart while we're sitting here waiting.
That's what I was just going to ask.
Euro GBP. Euro.
Up on top.
With my list, I try and keep all the the
Your
euros
column.
and the British and the euros all kind of grouped together, so I can just kind of find them relatively easily. But this is where the trade was over here. This is where we took the trade, and you can see it had a nice little down move. It was staying below the moving average. The target was, let's see, I think the target was 20. I think this was the candle we took it on.
89.03 is where I got in.
89.03. That's about it. So it'd be about this candle right here. And then the 20 pips was down this way. It never quite got to the 20 pips. Looks like this is 20 pip range right here. So that was within the range to take the trade. And I believe I got out somewhere down right around this area here. I was just following the moving average and waiting. But like I said, right around noon, which is going to be about 1900 hours. See, noon 12 and about 1900 hours. This is right about the noon yesterday. Just got
we got three
US
of them.
yen, but the market closed, so I just took it off right there. US yen. Let's take a look at that one.
US yen, again, another Euro Swiss, which we know is not good already.
Yeah.
And Aussie CAD. I'll have a look at the Aussie CAD.
Okay, I'll take a look at the US yen. And that should be, I could probably put this one down here, down below here, I think. Where's my US yen? Here it is. US yen is on a buy. US yen buy, and we zoom out. Then we have red. As you zoom out more, you have more green on the bottom, more red on the top. So you can take this long. Let's scale in, see if there's enough room to take the trade till we get to the zone. I'm thinking it's not going to
look like that, right?
Doesn't look like it's going to happen, but let's take a look. We'll measure it out. Here's where the candle was. We take it at the open of this current candle right here. 20 pips up. That's only 4 pips before we run into our resistance. And so no trade there. Lots of room to the downside. We get if we get a bounce with a down candle, we've got looks like we've got lots of room to the downside.
Yeah, the Aussie CAD is going against trend, and it's barely 10 pips before the next zone.
This one, you look and see where this has a strong move up. It's been basing ever since. Let's see, where's our?
You know what I've been noticing too, Al, is that the last few days, the money zone doesn't seem to have as much movement as the overnight.
And I think that's probably a lot has to do because the London session's just been. Well, I think so much of it really has to do with the change of administration we have coming in the United States, and I think people are just kind of waiting to see. They're trying to just either positioning forward or just kind of avoiding the U.S. dollar, I think, right now. I know we kind of are. But here's, let's see, what is it moving this for? There's the money zone right there. There's 8 o'clock. So that's the about the 1 o'clock in the morning East Coast time for the London session. There was a nice big move up with the overnight session. This happened right around. That's what I was trying to find out. This was at 3 in the morning, 3 o'clock chart time. Let's just say 3 o'clock chart time minus 7 hours, be about 8 o'clock last night, East Coast time. That was basically during the Sydney Tokyo session. And that's nice big move up. Now it's just basing, going sideways. We could possibly get a rally on this one, but it's got a lot of red to get through before it's going to pay off. So there's really no trade there. If we would have been able to catch this arrow with these zones up here, then that would have been a nice little move. But the move's pretty much already over.
Al, just out of curiosity, are you still getting your notifications coming through on your phone regularly?
Oh, good question. I don't think I'm getting them. I don't think I'm getting the arrow alerts on my phone yet.
Yeah, on mine kind of a swing and a miss. I was getting them yesterday, and now today I'm not getting them again.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that I got any. There's nothing that's on there now. I'm not really sure why that is. I'm getting other alerts on my phone, but I'm not getting those.
I might have to put a ticket in. Maybe by the end of the week, if it doesn't resolve itself, I'll put a ticket in.
Yeah, see if we can find out what the problem is.
Yeah.
Let me just do another check on my phone to see if it.
Mine never did Bing. either when I hit
Yeah,
test.
it should ding.
I don't know.
Let me do this. Maybe reverse these. And that doesn't seem. And these like you gotta have that one up there.
What if you have them both?
That's what I'm doing right now, but it's still not dinging.
No. I'm gonna go through the video again after this session.
Yeah, maybe I'm missing something in the video.
Yeah, and if that's not gonna help it, then I'll put a ticket in to see what's going on.
Let me try something else here. Maybe I'm just gonna try another platform outside the VPS and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, the last one I got was I just had it a moment ago. Was the Euro USD at 1649.51, which would be 7 hours. So was that like 11 o'clock last night?
Let me put this one on another platform. It's a MetaTrader platform, but it's outside the VPS, and see if that makes a difference. Bear with me for a second.
Which one was yours, Christine? Sorry, the last one you got?
That's okay. It was Euro USD, and the hour was 1641.
That was today?
No, I'm meaning yesterday.
Yesterday.
That was the time in my last one.
My last one was a pound Aussie at 1915.
Yeah, that one worked. It worked. That one worked.
It pinged this time.
Yeah. Did you hear the ping?
Yep.
Yeah.
And what did you do? Anything different?
No, I just did the. It's doing different things. It's not on the VPS.
It's not on the VPS.
Correct. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. Let me show you. I'll pull my chart up here. Everybody see this chart?
We see the USD yen still.
Oh, really? Okay, let me switch screens here. This is the way it's supposed to work.
I love the addition of the music out.
You like that?
Yes, I do.
It makes you a nice way to wake up in the morning. You can be working and have a little bit of relaxation with your coffee. Okay, this is a MetaTrader 4 platform. This is not on a VPS. This is just I just loaded it up. But if you go to the tools and go to the options, can everybody see it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go to tools and go and you hit the notifications. And I don't think you need both of these. You just need one of these. And when you hit test, this little window is going to pop up and say notification was successfully queued, and you should get the ding on your phone. And you probably just heard. I don't know if you just heard the ding. It takes a few seconds for it to come through. But
So
when
now you're not on a VPS and you're doing this, right?
I'm not on I'm just on my regular computer platform with the MT4 loaded on my platform. It's not loaded on a VPS. So it may have something to do with the VPS why we're not getting the alerts on this.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems, I mean, so we've got it loaded correctly and everything else. So that might be something we may need to put a ticket in to find out. Say it works outside the VPS, it doesn't work on the VPS.
All right, I'm not gonna mess with it right now. I don't even know how to get to an MT4 platform without a VPS attached to it. So now, so we'll have to deal with that after.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll try putting it on my other I've got two VPS. One that for Avoria Prime, I have a VPS with Avoria Prime. I also have one on my own, and I'll try that on it and see if it's consistent with the virtual private servers, or if it's just or if it's maybe Avoria Prime server that's doing it. Oh, there's another one. And there's New Zealand yen and British Aussie. New Zealand yen with a buy.
I'll have a look at the British Aussie.
Okay, I'll look at the New Zealand yen. I think I pulled that one off my chart for New Zealand yen.
Is it off? Well, no.
Well, I think I may have. Yeah, I don't think I have that one on here right now. Oh, there it is. I see it. No, I see it here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I had made it smaller, so it wasn't on the main chart screen. Trying to save some VPS power there. All right, so we're going to zoom in, or zoom out, I should say. Lots of red on above, lots of a little bit of green below. This is an uptrend. So basically this would be a contra trend trade. Let's zoom in on it a little bit. One more time. And we have a entry. It says to enter on this candle at 74.11, and we're looking at 74.11 to 74.20 pips would be 74.31. And 74.31 is going to be inside the red zone, so it's probably not going to make it work. 74.31, which should be right about up.
That's really odd. I don't have I have arrow on the charts, but I don't have that NZD-JPY alert.
Do you have the NZD-JPY chart loaded?
Yeah. But I've got a different alert.
Which other one do you have?
I got pound Aussie.
Yeah, that's the other one.
We have that too.
They both came through together.
Oh, okay. I'll go with that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have jumped in there.
And now the British Aussie, it's going counter trend, but there's enough room to the downside. So I'll let you have a look at that.
Okay, let me take a look at that one. British Aussie. British Aussie. That's up here. I'll take a look at that.
Third column, second.
Yeah, this one's looking a little bit more promising. I'm going to scale in on this.
But it's in an uptrend though. So you want to scale right out so you can see it.
Yeah, you can see that. Lots of green below, a little bit of red above. It did come in from a real strong down move, and it's coming back up. This is pretty much this is the retracement of this up move.
It looks like it's forming a wedge, really, like overall.
Yeah, we have a low here, a high, a higher low, lower high. So basically, we have a little bit of a wedge coming in here. So from here to here.
Yeah, might actually make it down.
This one, yeah, this one might actually have some potential here. Let's take a look at this one. And so here's our wedge. Right now, it's in the middle of the wedge. Let's see, we have a move up, came back down. Let's see where our stops would be. So right now, we're looking at a price of 76.44. So 20 pips would be 76. This is a sell, 76.24. So 76.24 would be right about up in here. $76.24 would be right a little bit. And then the other one would be at the other side. So only have 40 pips. We have a lot of resistance through here. Trying to see if I can see an M or a W or something like that that would give us some reason to take this thing. $24, this would be the target. Here the entry would be, here's where the candle is. So this is the entry. And now you can see where it's pretty much pulled back. We had the arrow, down arrow. Now we pretty much have a up. Right now right now it's going opposite. I would say stay out of this right now. This is a pretty strong move. This seems like this had a nice little bounce off of here. And one thing I look at this, I see where there's a nice little candle up with a wick. So this is like a little bit of a wick over wick area. If we would draw a little box on that. Let's see if I can find another drawing tool here. Still getting comfortable with this MT4 platform.
I don't like this one here.
Yeah, I don't like it because, I mean, we got the arrow and it's immediately going way against it right here.
It's too much. There's too much consolidation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of indecision in that whole zone for the last couple hours.
And if you look and see really where this little wick right here, and then if you look at this little wick on the candle, on that strong candle up, this is a zone where basically what I'm seeing happen is it has some little activity right in this range here. It came all the way up, formed that middle lower high, and it came back down, retested this area, and now it's coming back up to retest this upper wedge. So right now, I just say stay away from this one. I would like to, what I would like to see happen with this one, we have a nice little leg up coming up. It came down. If you look through the strategies, they talk about M's and W's, forming an M on the up, forming an M at the top to go short, or a W at the bottom to go long. But I'm looking at this as being that first leg of the M. Here's the middle of the M. So here's come back up, retest this, which would be the second leg of the M, and then would come down maybe to retest this. So this would be your M. This would be the middle of the M, the pull back for the second leg of the M, and then. So right now I'd have to stay away. I'd like to see this thing maybe get an up arrow to retest up here, and then a down arrow from up this area, and then come on down. So right now it's just not. I don't think it's ready to take yet. So I'm going to make a pass on that one. Are you hearing music in the background?
I don't hear any.
I do.
Ava's got good ears.
Yeah, I don't for some reason.
You guys can't hear the music? The violin music?
I think I'm
No.
losing my hearing.
Who in the audience can hear music? Raise your hands if you can.
I'm right here and I don't hear it.
I'm not,
I hear
yeah, I'm
it.
not hearing it either.
You're not hearing it either?
Why am I
Okay.
hearing it?
You're probably hearing yours.
Maybe it's in my head. I hear violin music. So then why did you ask if we heard music?
Well, 'cause I'm
Dinar
trying to-
said no music.
I'm trying
Leslie
to
very, very faintly.
I'm trying to play music, and that's why I just changed the CD is what I did.
Are you playing violin music?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out because I'm not even sure what it is.
Because I'm hearing it.
Are you really?
I hear it. Yes, I hear violin
I
music.
hear it very faintly.
Okay. Actually, this British Aussie looks like if we get an up arrow on this one, we may actually be happy to trade if it goes long on.
Wow. Okay. We have a few of them just came in.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
heroes.
didn't hear you over what it
I
was.
said it looks like that actually we get enough if we can get a little bit of a pullback on that British Aussie and get a up arrow right about where we got the down arrow. We would probably have room for a trade to get up to the long side. But I don't know if
Euro Swiss and a New Zealand yen.
Euro Swiss. Okay, I'll look at the Euro Swiss.
And I'll look at the New Zealand yen.
Euro Swiss, Euro Swiss, Euro Swiss. That's right here. And we're going to zoom out. Lots of red, a little bit of green. It's a Euro Swiss sell. So it's in the right direction. We'll zoom in. And we have a level here to, here's the entry. And that's at 107.65, so 45 would be the target. That might don't be too late till we get it. This is a weak zone. And to the target here, that's only 6 pips. If we can get down to, that's 13 pips. 20 pips is going to be all the way down here in the middle of this zone right here. So we have to move our target down. And that's at 107.65, so 45. So it's going to be right about in this area. That would be the target. But we have 2 weak zones here. So, but nonetheless, we have zones. It's not really a clear shot. I have to say no on this one. Let's see, let me take a look at another dimension, Euro Swiss.
That is one thing I like about this is if it's not clear, you're going to get another one in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not like you're missing out that FOMO.
That's right. And they come all day long.
And all you really need is just one good one a day is all you really need.
And on a completely different note, I'm loving Gearbox so far.
Yeah, my gearbox has been doing really quite well.
Mine too. I think it's close to, I'm getting close to that 30% mark, which is nice. I guess that's almost about 2 months, I guess, almost 2 months, which is nice.
I'm loving my variable.
I'm still learning that one.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, how much you up for variable today, Ava, or this week thus far?
This week has been slow. Well, yesterday was the holiday, so it's like under $100 just now. But I'm up 37.92% since January 4th.
Holy smokes.
That's not too shabby. That's that. What is that? 14.
No, that's
14
hedge
days?
fund money.
Yeah.
Like that's phenomenal.
And that's just me not doing anything. Just set it up and let it go. Pretty cool.
That's what makes good traders, those who learn not to do anything.
Yeah.
Learn to sit on your hands and listen to music.
And I'm up $53.42 since Sunday night only. So,
And you're saying that's a slow week. That's still
this is a slow week. Normally in the first 24 hours, I'm up over $100.
And what kind of drawdown are you experiencing right now?
Right now, my drawdown is 2%. So that's minimum. So I'm under $60 in drawdown. I started with a $2,100 account. I'm now up to $2,940 change.
You see this Euro switch, you can see it needs to kind of get through this little pivot down here. There's a nice little move up, had a little basing right in here. This was a wick right in this area. It's going to have to get through that. So basically there are some buyers that came in here. That's another reason why there's just a lot. We're just going to have to, there's just too many zones to get through right now. It does have some downward pressure, I will say that though. And we said this was a, we did say there was more red on the zones than this, I believe, didn't we not? Yeah, much more red. Let's see if we get a bounce off of this bottom trend line, which is right where this weak zone is. Buyers came in here, buyers came down, buyers came in here. And we'll see if there's still some more buyers left in this area.
Actually, the NZD yen isn't bad either, Al.
NZD yen?
Yeah.
Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
New Zealand yen?
Just has a weak zone that it has to get through.
Yeah.
It's a clear sailing through.
Yeah, actually, if this one could get through this one, that would be don't have to be crazy to be successful, but it helps.
Yeah.
Let's see if this thing can break down through the bottom of right. If it can break through somewhere around the 73.98 area, this thing could very well be a nice little trade. You can see how it was, we had made the zone. This zone was created on this move up. It was tested here once, came back down. Hasn't retested the second time. It's only been tested once so far. CAD yen. Let's take a look at that. I can find my chart here.
Excuse me.
Look at my chart froze up here a little. There we go. CAD. And move this thing out of the way. CAD Swiss, CAD yen. Here we go. CAD yen with the sell. Oh, that looks promising. Zoom out. That's as far as it goes. Looks like you have 2 red, 2 green, pretty much in the middle there.
We've got 4 green, don't we?
Do we? I've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm only seeing 3.
Go all the way out. If you go all the way out, as far as it'll go,
Oh, there's another one stuck down there. Okay.
4 and 3 by the looks of it.
Yeah. This is nice move down. Came back, retraced probably about 50% or so on this one. Now it's looking like it wants to break through this.
See the giant W it made?
Looks like an M. Here's our M. Here's a first leg of the M. Here's the middle of the M. There's the next retest of the M. And now we're coming down to look at this area. Let's zoom in on this a little bit more. Or maybe you want to take this one. We have 20 pips to this lower area. This is kind of a weak, this zone's just about ready to be broken through. We have 31 pips to the downside. CAD yen, CAD yen. Actually, I think we could maybe take this one short. We do have this little zone right here, which is somewhat of a little problematic. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful of the 8153. It's looking at 53 is. Well, as long as that zone's there, I think we need to. I've been burned before by trying to take a thing that's going to break through that zone. If this zone goes away and comes back, we could. Here's our entry. Was that? What was the entry price on that? Anybody saw the chart up there on that?
Yeah, on the what are we looking at here? Sorry.
But 81.59, 82.
81.60.
81.60. Okay. This was the entry, right? Pretty much right where I'm at, right there. This is where the entry was, horizontal. This one, blue. If we can break through this zone here and come back and get an entry off of that, then we'd be okay to do that. You have a little bit of a possibility of getting a little bit of a bounce right around the 8154 area.
And why is that, Al? Why would that be?
I'm just looking at, well, pretty much 8154 is, well, that's just, there's a moving average there. Actually, what I wouldn't mind seeing is maybe come down, bounce up, come back up, give us another shot at this entry, and then come on down.
Sorry, guys.
Well, it looks like it's ready to come right through the bottom of that green box.
But here, let's see, so 80, 60, so 8140 would be the target on this. That would be the target. You don't see any much red at all. This still move up. So once we get through this, here's the origin of the next move, which is right down here where this area is. If we can get a close below give you that difference between taking the trade or not taking the trade. You may be looking at saying, well, okay, we have a zone there that we can't take it because of strategy 1, but strategy 2 says that's Fibonacci retracement that hits the level that you can take it. So as you know, learn more and more of these different strategies. It may give you, what does it gives you more tools in your toolbox to be able to decide whether or not to take a trade.
Yeah.
And with that, I think what we'll do is we're going to wrap this thing up. Like I said, Dante should be in here at 9 o'clock. I'll give him a chance to get logged in and before we get kicked out of here. And thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks, everybody.
Just keep your alerts up and be patient. I'll go through those strategies on the in the back office. Just go into the AP Academy and just go through the different strategies. I think he's got 8 of them out there right now. Learn what they are. We're not going to do much with the London session. They have one that's, as the London session opens, or the money zone opens up, you can take a trade based on what happens in the overnight. We're not going to do much of that one because it's well past that time before we come in here in the morning. But for some of you night owls that like to be up in the middle of the night, that would be one strategy for you to look at. It's a pretty successful one. And with that, everybody have a great day, and we'll see everybody tomorrow, same time,
Have
7:30.
a good day, everybody.
See you then.